So we're delighted to be in Cardiff. And we've got a sprinkling of heavyweight stardust for you as well. Down at the table down here is an extraordinarily good heavyweight fighter, and we managed to get him onto the show at quite short notice. We want to see more of him. He had that terrific fight with Tyson Fury. Apart from that, he's undefeated and a real threat in the heavyweight division still. I'm going to introduce Otto Wallin for a couple of words. I know he's delighted to be here in Britain.
Yeah, thank you so much. That was a nice presentation. I'm really happy to be here in Cardiff in Wales. I fought in England as an amateur, but I haven't fought in the UK as a pro, so it's nice to be here because I know the fighting fans are really good here. Everybody says it's the best in the world, so I'm happy to be here, and everybody's been so friendly and nice. It's really, really nice for us and me and the team, so we're happy. I'm glad to be back in the ring. I haven't fought in a year, so it's nice to get a fight now, shake up some rust and handle my business. But my opponent, he has a bad record, but he's a good fighter, and I feel like he's been robbed a bunch of times, so nobody I can underestimate, but I'm sharp, I'm ready. We've had good training, so I'm just delighted to get back in the ring and handle my business.
It's great to see you, Otto, and you're right, he is a decent fighter. He's a tough boy. Kamil Sokolovsky, a word from you about this opportunity on such a big night and taking on such a good fighter in Otto Wallin.
Yes, thank you for giving me good opportunity, very short notice, but anytime, anywhere, any place, who? Sokolovsky. So Otto Wallin is very good fighter, but Saturday I have one direct, go to ring and fight and give him good fight. No respect in Saturday, nothing, just try on and fight.
Great stuff. We can't wait for that heavyweight battle. Down right in front of me is a young man with real ambitions. He's a Eubank, of course. There's the pressure on the shoulders. It's a tight-knit group, as we know. We've got Chris, main event, with all the pressure on him. He takes it in his stride. HARLEM, lovely guy and unbeaten in 12 and ready to begin his big journey now. And I was talking to him yesterday, and I think he believes with some momentum and regularity it can be a big couple of years ahead. HARLEM, welcome to the show. How excited are you about appearing both on this card and alongside your cousin?
Thanks very much. First off, I want to say a big thank you to Wasserman Boxing and the Shalom brothers. Thanks for getting me on this card. This is a dream come true for me, to fight alongside my cousin who inspired me to get into boxing. It's a big marker for me. It's one of my dreams to share the card with him. I grew up watching him, and to now fight on his undercard, this is a big milestone in my career.
What do we expect against Viril Simeon, who we've known for a long time? He was a great amateur, wasn't he? And it's given Scott Quigg and others plenty to think about over the years. Think he's the right fight for you at this moment in your career?
Yeah, great fight. He's an experienced fighter. Like you say, amateur pedigree. He was in the 2004 Olympics. And I need these kind of tests at this stage now to develop me as a fighter and get that real ring experience against credible opponents.
Thanks, HARLEM. We wish you well. As Ben said, a really interesting matchup for the English welterweight championship. Really good fight this, so don't miss it. Bringing plenty of fans, I'm sure, from the Midlands is the challenger, Conor Walker. Conor, I bet you can't wait for this one and a chance to become the English champion.
Yeah, absolutely buzzing. I just want to say a massive thank you to Sky and Boxer for putting me on. I've always sort of watched these press conferences and fights and I've only dreamed about getting to this stage, and to make it even better, it's English title. Cracking fight. I have big respect to Samuel Antwi for taking the fight, but in my eyes it's a big mistake because I'm coming to take that title and rip it off him.
Lovely words, and it's a pleasure to have you on the stage, and we wish you well with your opportunity of becoming an English champion. But in his defence, the champion, Samuel Antwi from Stockwell. Good to have you on the card, Samuel, and I bet you're looking forward to this fight because plenty of people in the trade are.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Smith and Sky as well for putting this fight on this massive platform. We've been in camp for the longest time now, so we're ready to go. You know, Saturday is going to be fireworks. We're the English champion for a reason. We've had mandatories turn down the fight multiple occasions, and on Saturday he's going to find out why people don't want to fight the English champ.
Thank you, Samuel. That's the bottom half. Up at the top table, well, there's some real talent on this table at different weights and different stages of their careers as well. Let's start with heavyweight Steve Robinson. We had so much fun up in Newcastle. It was great to be there, a fantastic night. Obviously, Chris was on, Hughie Fury, Savannah with that brilliant performance. But maybe in a way, we saved the best till last, and you got that live slot at the end, and you didn't disappoint. It's a great story. How far can we go, Steve, with it?
Just appreciate everything that Sky and Boxer put us on at a peak time, give us that opportunity, and giving us the opportunity here today. Obviously, everything that's happening is still so surreal, and I'm enjoying every moment of it. And I'm a big believer if you want to do something, you can do it. It's only your own mental head that can stop you from doing something. And I believe in myself, and my team believe in us that we can go as far as we need to go to get to the top of the heavyweight division.
And it's such a cracking division, isn't it? At all different levels. Obviously, we wait for Tyson Fury and Dillian White and Usyk and AJ and are right up there. But all the way through, it's a huge stacked amount of talent. I see Daniel Dubois down there, a fantastic fighter, and he could go on to become a world champion. There's so many opportunities for you big boys, aren't there?
Yeah, definitely. It's a fantastic time to be around the heavyweight division. But I'm not looking past Saturday. I'm not looking, past Shane, and looking, I'm not looking to the next fight. I'm looking for this fight and get that out of the way, and then we can talk about where we'll go from there.
He's not looking past you, Shane. What are you going to bring to the party on Saturday night in this heavyweight battle?
First of all, I'd like to thank Sky Sports and Boxer for having me on this great undercard. And I'm going to do my best. Training's gone good, but I'm hoping to take that away from him Saturday night, and we'll go from there.
Thanks very much, Shane. Let's get to my left. There's a stable here under Gary Lockett's watchful eyes. He was a wonderful fighter as well back in the early days of Sky. What a tremendous left hook he had. A very intense trainer, a very good trainer, and he looks after this pair. Let's start with Reese Edwards. As Ben said earlier, one of the most exciting prospects anywhere in the UK. Undefeated in 11, brilliant amateur. We watched him at the workout yesterday. He's got speed, he's got a smile. There's something about you, Reese. How much are you looking forward to being on this bill back in Wales? I mean, it's a dream come true, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. It's such a great show to be a part of. Obviously, I'd like to thank Sky Sports and Boxer for allowing me this opportunity to showcase my talent on the biggest stage. And I'm obviously excited to be on the Williams Undercard. We was in the same amateur gym, but I've never ever boxed on the same show as him, so I'm very excited for it.
We're in with Ruslan Burchak, and for people that haven't seen you or don't know you, and I think you are a wonderfully sort of best-kept secret type of fighter, just explain what you will bring to the professional game.
I think I've just got a little bit of flair about me. I've got fast hands, good footwork, and a good boxing brain. So just expect a good, solid performance.
And before I come to your stable, mate, let's just shoot down to the other end of the table and welcome wonderful fighter Julius Indongo, who's mixed it with the very, very best Terence Crawford. I mean, it doesn't get much bigger than that. Beat Ricky Burns as well up in Glasgow on one of our shows. Julius, welcome back to Britain. It's great to see you. How excited are you about this? It's really, I suppose, at this stage of your career, make or break fight with Chris Jenkins.
Yeah, it's quite good, and it's a privilege for me to be here back to UK. So it will be honor, and I would be love to step up with a young fresh again and see how the progress will be. So I'm quite good and ready for this fight, and I've prepared enough. And there will never be other excuse to say, "Oh, I don't judge nobody." So all I give out tonight on Saturday night, I'm just wishing anybody to turn up and have a positive mind that it will be a grateful night.
Yeah. It's a pleasure to have you in Scotland. Welcome to Wales, Julius. Good to see you here. Chris Jenkins, as Ben said earlier as well, one of the most unlucky fighters, I think, in British boxing. Domestic champion, of course. I think many of us felt he could have gone on to bigger and better things. It's been a tough last 2 or 3 years, Chris. I know it's been hard for you, but you've knuckled down and you've got yourself ready. You're always in good shape. And this is a big fight for you, isn't it?
First of all, thank you to Boxer and Sky Sports for giving me the opportunity. And like you said there now, it's a massive opportunity for me now to fight former unified world champion in Julius SINONGO. And, you know, people might say he might have lost more recently than he should have, but the people he's lost to, Terence Crawford, Progress, and other fighters, they know mugs, you know, so I've got my work cut out for Saturday, but with Guy Lockett and the work plan we've been doing, I just think that I should be fresh come fight night.
So plenty left, and a win here can catapult you again.
Yeah, most definitely. I think I still do belong up there, but to get a good win now on Saturday, that will prove then that I do actually believe that I should be where the top boys are in Britain, and hopefully a good win Saturday, and then we can move on and see what other big fights are out there, because I'm at the stage of my career, like Julius himself will probably agree, that we don't want to be fighting any journeymen, no disrespect to them, but you know, we want the big fights and, you know, just entertain the fans.
Yeah, it's a really enticing clash, and with the Welsh faithful behind you, I think it's going to be some night early on as we build up to the main event. But the main attraction, I think, on the undercard is the professional debut of one of the fighters that Ben and I both believe is going to go on to enormous things in the professional game. She's super talented. She's from a fighting family, of course, and I think her style is just going to be incredible for the pros. Caroline Dubois, before I come to you, I want to go to Ben first about how important it is for you, how excited you were to sign Caroline. We were going to have the debut at the back end of last year. It's happening now at a time where women's boxing is just getting bigger and bigger, and I know how happy you are about it.
Yeah, it feels like yesterday when Caroline came into the office and she was the #1 target. We spoke a lot about Caroline, and she's 21 years old. She was 21 last month, and I think for anyone that meets her, I think immediately you see why we're so excited about her. She's got an amazing personality. She's an ambassador for the sport that can go take the sport from strength to strength. And as I say, we're so excited to have her. She's with Shane McGuigan now as well. She's one of the most talented female fighters he has ever seen, if not the most talented. And yeah, I think she is the diamond of the sport. And to have her debuting on a massive card like this on Saturday with her hero Clarissa Shields as well, I'm hoping she can learn a lot of Clarissa over the coming days. And yeah, this is one we'll remember, because this is a debut of a future superstar. And to have her here today is it's a dream come true for her, but also for us. We really do believe this is the start of something very, very special.
And for everybody at us at Sky as well, we are super, super excited about Caroline Dubois. Caroline, let's have a few words. You've been waiting for the pro debut for a number of months now. I know you've been working hard with Shane in the gym. You've got the family here to support you, and what a setting, what a stage to go. The green light for go.
I know, it's crazy. You know, it's been a long time coming. Obviously, I was meant to be fighting last year, but, you know, I feel like everything happens for a reason. And now to be making my pro debut on such a mega card is just insane. I'm just grateful, and I just want to go out there and perform, really.
We've seen what you can do in the amateurs. Very unlucky not to medal, obviously, in Tokyo. But you turned pro under Shane McGuigan, who is so excited about you. What do you think you will bring to the professional game? You're a southpaw, you're quick, you know, you've got power. Is it all going to be too much for certainly the preliminary opposition as you make your march through?
I feel like I just need to go out there and perform, you know. I suppose to say now that everything that you said is what I bring, you know, to the game, but I feel like just going out there performing, and how I perform is what you would see, you know. You're going to see a lot, and I just can't wait to go out there and box.
Your heavyweight brother down there, Daniel, a really good fighter, obviously, in his own. Has he been a massive inspiration to you? I'm sure he'll get nervous, won't he, on Saturday night?
I don't know. We'll have to see. You know, he's not very, he's always been calm and relaxed. He's like the rock of the family, so it's good to have him there. And I'm just happy him and everybody in my family's turned up and going to be supporting. Obviously, as an amateur, you're always boxing away, different tournaments, different countries, and people can't turn up. And now they're all here. It's going to be mega, and I can't wait to just perform.
You just had a very important birthday at 21, so that the future is so bright for you, Caroline. I'm not putting any pressure, but Savage Dan did say on the live stream yesterday that you're going to be a multi-weight champion. Is that the aim for you as you start off?
For sure, you know, there's so much to achieve in female boxing. You know, it's a good thing and a bad thing that how fast we have to move. But if we're ready for it, it's a blessing. And I see myself going through the weights, and I just want to, you know, perform and go out there and make people excited for me to see me box. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Finally, it's a big show on Saturday. It's going to be tough to steal it, I guess, with your hero Clarissa Shields on, with Eubank-Williams as well. But what do you want people to go back and think about Caroline Dubois on Sunday morning, what they've seen?
Yeah, I want them to remember me. I want them to think, wow, she was good, she was talented. You know, I don't want them to remember she was a good female boxer or just someone that was there, you know, she was all right. I want them to think she was a good boxer, period. I want them to remember that, you know, I put on a good performance and someone to look out for in the future, hopefully.